Good evening. I'm testifying tonight to reiterate some of the research and frustration that Teachers Democracy Project is hearing about the new bell schedule. We understand that there's a national bus driver shortage that has worsened because of COVID, and that is an issue that extends beyond the district. We understand that the primary riders affected by this shortage have been foster youth, homeless youth, special education students, and newcomer English language learners. We know we need equity and access for these students. We also understand that it is difficult in a district like ours, where people come from different geographic areas, to figure out how everyone gets to school. What has been unacceptable about this decision is that the new schedule was announced without opportunity for input, questions, or explanation of how these decisions were made. Families deserve to know what factors you considered. We have information sessions, forums, polls, surveys, and requirements for input on so many issues, but on this, we had nothing. Families and students received an announcement about the new normal and are being required to adjust, seemingly without consideration for their circumstances. What research have you considered? In the new bell schedule, 21 out of 32 schools serving teenagers have bell times between 7:30 and 8. Research we found shows that earlier high school start times can increase rates of tardiness and absenteeism, while earlier dismissals predisposes them to health risk behaviors. This is affirmed by law enforcement data, which shows that juvenile crime peaks in the unsupervised after-school hours. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that high school students begin class after 8:30 a.m. What research are you following? What parent considerations have you incorporated into this decision? Anecdotally, from parent feedback, we hear that this creates an issue with schools that don't offer before or after care, issues with siblings who would now have competing or wildly different bell schedules. Parents who may have chosen a school because of its new schedule now find themselves rethinking their school choice well after the window for change has closed. We hear from teachers that leading after school clubs are no longer a possibility in some later start schools. What impact will this have? Have you considered supporting families and schools in trying to figure out how to make this new schedule work? Parents also wonder, will MTA adjust their schedules to accommodate these different start times? Is there any support or guidance for schools and parents on how to access or afford before or after care? Will there be any ongoing examination of this decision and the effect that it has on students and families? Did you consider school safety before and after school? In an ideal world, families would have had some role in puzzling through this. If this kind of decision is too tough for an individual school community to weigh in on because it requires a systemic perspective, if we at least knew your thought process, many of us would more easily accept a unilateral decision. In the absence of information about the process, we are left not trusting the district and scrambling to make the change work family by family. This lack of proper communication and regard just shouldn't be the way we do business. Thank you.